Hey guys, quick check-in. It is Saturday afternoon, and I don't know exactly what day I'm in, a couple weeks into my P3, and so far so good. Finally, I am stable and just going up like point 0.2, down point 0.2, up and down, doing great. Been eating a lot of the mug cake with the flaxseed, and I have been really enjoying, um, gosh, what is it? HCG Darlings. Chocolate Delight is wonderful. If you haven't checked out her recipe for that, you check it out. And then also, I have been eating a lot of the flaxseed with the peanut butter mug cake that Andrea gave me the idea with her peanut butter that she loves so much. I found a peanut butter too that I really like. I'm trying to remember. It's by Earth something, and it's actually a coconut peanut butter. And I can't remember the name of the brand name. I'm going to have to get it. And of course, I threw out the bottle now. But next time I go to Randazzo's, I'm going to get um, another brand or another jar of it. Because so far as the sugar-free peanut butter goes, that has been the best one that I've tried. And I just make the mug cake with, I think it's like a tablespoon of the flax, or 2 tablespoons of the flax seed, and a tablespoon of the coconut flour, a tablespoon of the Hershey's cocoa, and then a tablespoon of the coconut oil, and then I put probably about a tablespoon of the non-sugar chocolate chip, and I think that's about it. And then I either add like walnuts, or it just depends. Sometimes I'll have walnuts, sometimes I'll put some banana in there or some banana extract. I've been just sort of mixing it up, but I've been having at least one mug cake a day. And then, of course, you have the egg, but it's really
Egg
good.
whites.
I've really been enjoying that as my treat. And been eating a lot of just like a salad and a lot of fish and chicken. And my calories I've been sticking to about anywhere from 12 to 1500. I also wanted to mention, I didn't mention on here, is as far as my stabilization, it started getting much better once I started eating like I did before my HCG, which was incorporating again, keeping my protein really high. When I get my protein, sorry, somebody's driving by. When I get my protein as high as my body weight, it seems to do much better. So my body does really well with high protein. So once I started getting it actually even higher than my body weight, I usually go around 130, sometimes 140 average for my protein per day. So, but I do have a smoothie for breakfast, which I have like a half a cup of blueberries, maybe a teaspoon of the flaxseed or the um, I like that nutty flavor, so I use that hazelnut syrup, the sugar-free syrup in my smoothie, and then of course, my protein. So it's basically a protein smoothie, or I'll have the Greek yogurt with my Walden Farms. I'm sort of addicted to that. I don't know what just happened to my lighting, but um, I'm majorly addicted to the having the Greek yogurt with the chocolate syrup, the Walden Farms. That's another thing that I have a lot of. But then again, like I said, it gets my protein way up there, which I need. So I think that's just my other tidbit, or hopefully that will help other people maybe stabilize on P3 too, is to keep that protein basically the same as your body weight. And that might help you to stabilize too. It just depends on, I think, what type of body type you have. So I can't say it's going to work for everybody, but for a lot of people, it does work really well. So my daughter Cassie is doing very well too with her stabilization. she's been having a very stressful week because her dog had puppies and she had a runt and has not been able to go shopping, and she has just been not eating so well. It's kind of a funny story. So she called me up and she said, Mom, I want you to bring over your scale. She goes, I think mine's broken. I said, well, why do you think it's broken? She said, because I've been eating, pizza and Taco Bell and just eating terrible, and it's still only point 0.2 or point 0.4 going up and down. She goes, so my scale must be broken. And I said, no. So Cassie, you probably just stabilized. It's not that your scale's broken. So sure enough, I went over to her house to go see my grand puppies. And she was the same on my scale as she was on hers, but that was kind of comical that she just could not believe that she actually stabilized after all. But the thing that's kind of interesting though is that she just did maybe her first part of her journey, or maybe a little bit after her first part, I should say, of her journey. She did one round of HCG. The rest, I was just helping coaching her with everything that I've learned, teaching her as far as keeping the protein high, keeping your carbs at this percentage, and keeping your fiber at this percentage, and just trying to help her along the way. And then she, for the last 2 months, has just been just trying to stabilize because she wasn't able to go outside and exercise and whatnot with the kids, and with the hard winter that we had. Well, we really didn't have a hard winter, but she couldn't get out with the kids. So she couldn't exercise much. So her goal was just basically to stabilize until she could start exercising again. So she just kept stabilizing for like 2 months, and that's what reset her hypothalamus. So I really think that it's just a matter of, if you stay within that 2 pound window, it doesn't matter what diet you're on, you will reset that hypothalamus, and it will get you stable. I mean, the HCG diet is great, and along with a lot of other diets, but I really think it's just a matter of staying within that 2 pound window as far as resetting your metabolism. So, and it worked for her, and she was not on the HCG when she reset. So, at that point, I should say. So I think that, like I said, it's really interesting to me that as long as you stay within that 2 pound window, I think that whatever diet you're on, low carb or high fat or whatever, it will reset. Or leptin, there's a lot of different diets out there, but I think it's basically all on the same theory. So I thought that was really interesting too. And I've been working out an hour on the elliptical, and I am starting to do some weight training finally. And my goal is I want to start doing some yoga. I think yoga would be great, especially for someone my age with going into menopause, and I want to make sure that my body stays limber, and that I think is really important as we get older. So that's something else that I want to incorporate real soon. But for me to even start weight training is great, because I think I said before, I don't know, I've told a couple of my friends, but I used to be a competitive swimmer. Started like since 5 years. I was like 5 years old when I started swimming, and was a state swimmer for several years. And my coach was very brutal, to say the least, on my weight training. So I think that's why I sort of have this very negative aspect on weight training. I just can't seem to get myself to do it, but I know how important it is, and I really have to start doing it. So, but I think yoga is going to be really important also. So one day at a time, one step at a time. But like I said, I've been stabilizing pretty much between 129 and 130 to 132 is, pretty much the highest that I'm getting. So everything is going great. And hubby is doing well too. He's stayed within his window. He hasn't had to do any correction days. I only did the one correction day, and that was, I think, more inflammation from over working out from gardening than anything. But I did do really well on my steak day. I think I went down like 2 pounds, so that went really well too. Um, but that's about it for my check-in, and I'll probably check in sometime in the middle of the week um, when I'm going to meet one of my fellow HCGers, and I'll try to do a vlog on that. We'll talk to you later. Bye.